Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Beardy, and of course Kay's here with me too.
Oops, and don't forget Larry.
Oh yes, of course.
We were up late last night watching Alpha M's video about how to be irresistible to women, and we thought we could actually add some more tricks to that, so here we are.
But since we really want to help you out, we'll also be telling you the number one thing you should avoid doing if you really want to become irresistible. Let's get started.
Number 7, no lame name. One psychological trick to be irresistible to women is to actually say their name as often as you can in your conversation. This is because hearing your own name is music to your ears, and so when a girl hears you say her name, it makes it hard for her to resist you. When you say her name when you talk with her, it makes everything more personal. It makes you more real to her. Why? Because there's no way you've talked to another girl, let alone another person, in this exact same way. Your conversation is unique to only the both of you, and that's something. This is how to get a girl to like you. Make her feel like she's unique. However, be careful because since a name makes everything personal, you should never ever get her name wrong. Pay attention to the spelling and the pronunciation of her name. And of course, you should never ever call her by a different name. Doing so would lose you all the points you've gained with her, and that's certainly not how to impress a girl, I'm telling you.
Number 6, talking hands. This psychological trick to being irresistible to women is also one of the body language tricks to make her chase you. This is none other than being expressive as you can when you're talking. Now, how do you do that? Well, the easiest way is actually to use your hands to elaborate what you're saying. Being animated, because that's how to make a girl like you. Don't look like a stiff stick in your seat. Use your hands to talk. When you do this, you're making your conversation lively. Plus, you'll show her that you're interested and invested in what you're talking about. When you're moving when you're talking, it also means that you're engaged and you're passionate about what you're saying. And guys, there's nothing more irresistible to women than a man who knows how to be passionate. It may be about work or a life or a hobby. Now, you want to know what else you can do to show her that you're passionate? Well, you can do so by learning more about body language. Check out our video about this right here.
Number 5, smell well. By now, it's a very obvious fact that how you smell definitely has an impact on attraction. Indeed, our noses play a very vital role on how attractive and, yes, how irresistible we are. Well, it turns out science has something to do with it. In an article published on CNN's website, an evolutionary psychologist at the University of Albany in New York, Gordon Gallup, said that body odor can influence how attractive you are to someone because it holds clues to your health. Just as men find women with wide hips attractive because it's associated with childbearing and health, we're drawn to people who smell good because this may mean that they're healthy. So really, what am I trying to point out here? The psychological trick to being irresistible here is to make sure that you smell good, because doing so puts you ahead in the attractiveness race.
Number 4, leave a trail. Okay guys, admit it. We're all in awe when it comes to mystery. And when being an open book is a great thing sometimes, leaving a little mystery is the best way to go, especially when you're trying to make any girl fall in love with you. You see, to be irresistible to women, one of the psychological tricks is to actually leave a trail behind you that will make her want to get to know you more. Don't tell or show her everything there is to know about you during the early stages of knowing each other. Now, be sure that you're not overdoing this because it might come off as reserved and you might seem distant, which will not help you at all in your quest to being irresistible. But you know what else would help you? Is actually knowing how to make any girl fall in love with you. Good thing we have a video about this right here. Be sure to check that out.
Hey, we know you've been enjoying this, but we just want to let you know that at the very end of this video, we'll still tell you the number one thing you shouldn't be doing if you want to be irresistible to women.
Besides, we still have 3 more items on our list, so don't go just yet. Let's get back to it.
Number 3, positive Peter. Yet another psychological trick to being irresistible is to try to give off a positive vibe most of the time. Take note that I said most of the time, because yes, everyone has their bad days. However, what I'm trying to say here is that you shouldn't be that pessimistic person that she dreads to see. Be the optimistic influence on her so that you'll be someone she's looking forward to talking to and being with, and not someone she avoids. This is how to be more attractive. When you're this kind of person, she'll long to be in your company, and believe me, that feels good. Plus, we have plenty of negative things around us already, and we definitely don't need another person to add to that, right?
Number 2, shine the light. Another one of the psychological tricks that will help you in learning how to attract women and ultimately make a girl crazy for you is make them think that you're not an insecure person. And the best way to do this is to shine the light on others. In other words, don't be afraid to praise other people or give them compliments. This is because you can only do this when you're not afraid that other people will look better than you. On the contrary, if you're comfortable highlighting the great features of others because you're so confident about yourself that you don't mind if other people take the spotlight, that, my friends, is how to make a girl crazy for you. That and the other tricks found in this video we have here. Don't forget to check them out.
Number 1, get moving. The last and probably the easiest thing you can do to be irresistible is to have a life. Have a life outside of her. contrary to popular belief, a woman doesn't want you to make her your world, because if you're able to do that, that only means you aren't doing anything with your life at all, and that's no way to be irresistible. If anything, this will make her run from you, because while she'll love the attention at first, in the long run she won't be able to reciprocate because she'll be busy with other things in her life. She'll then get suffocated, and it won't end well. Yep, that's where her mind goes when she sees that you just spend your days and weeks on your couch doing nothing. So get moving. Do things. Get a hobby at the very least.
It's time now for us to tell you the #1 thing that'll make her stay away from you. This is when you lie and play mind games with her. No one wants to be fooled and be lied to. It's just the worst thing. So if you really want to be irresistible, you can never go wrong with the best policy: honesty. Be truthful and you'll be irresistible to women. Now, that's easy.
Gentlemen, this is Mantelligence. Today we're showing you 11 basic items you can own that are guaranteed to get noticed by any girl. You know about the standard items. You know you've got to wear clothes that fit. And by now, you know you got to smell good. No, what we're talking about today are the things girls don't see coming, but they just can't ignore. So, here are 11 items you're going to want to have on deck that make an amazing impression with girls. Number 11. Bed frame. Not expecting to see a bed frame at the top of this list? Well, we weren't planning on it either. But as it turns out, there are a shocking number of guys out there relying on just a mattress on the floor, and an equal number of women who are shaking their heads every time they see it. I mean, we get it. Why do you even need a bed frame? They're always too expensive, and all they seem to do is take up space. And that may be partially true, except it ignores one glaring detail. For a number of reasons, women really, really like it when guys have beds off the ground. So while a mattress on the floor might be cheaper or just part of your style, a full-size bed setup pays dividends that are always going to be worth the investment. Number 10. Tools. There will come a time in every man's life when either he needs to fix something, or more likely, a girl needs him to fix something, hang some pictures, or do some light carpentry. And surprisingly, the chances are most guys won't be ready for that day. So in order not to be caught totally off guard, do yourself a favor and invest in a basic toolkit early on. Because you may not need it all the time, and you may not know how to use any of the stuff right now. But rest assured, the day you need to be that guy for a girl, you'll be glad you have it. Number 9. Wall art. Sort of like how a mattress with no bed frame can be awkward for a guy to have, so are walls with nothing on them. But there's an easy way to change that. Just go out, find some art you like, and hang it up on your walls. Now, you might be thinking, art is expensive. Well, yeah, if all you want are full-size originals. All we're suggesting is to find a few affordable, quality prints from artists you like, throw a frame on them, and put them on your wall. You don't have to get something for every room in the house, but a couple of pieces you like will take up virtually no space, not much time, and will be an effortless way to make a great impression with any girl who comes over. Number 8. The watch. Here's something you might have noticed about our videos. Anytime we talk about using style to make a girl like you, or as a way to make her more attracted to you, we talk about the importance of a watch. Well, there's a simple reason why we do this. Women love when men wear watches. Now, we're guessing you've seen today's video sponsor, Vincero, on channels like Alpha M, Teaching Men's Fashion, and Real Men Real Style. So instead of showing you a bunch of images of Vincero's bold watches, we're going to show you 2 subconscious attraction boosts that the right type of watch, like Vincero, gives you. Boost number 1. Wearing and using a watch gives you the James Bond effect. Imagine this. A beautiful woman asks Bond for the time, and out of his pocket he pulls his cell phone to check. It's almost painful to imagine, right? Instead, after the woman asks, Bond casually and confidently checks his watch. Much more classic Bond, right? Boost number 2. Watches dramatically improve your style. Watches are subtle. They don't draw attention to themselves, but impress when they're noticed. And that makes something powerful. A classic masculine touch that makes you look like a well-put-together man. In short, guys, one of the easiest ways to be more attractive to women is to wear a watch. And today's video sponsor, Vincero, is the exact type of watch women love. It's bold, yet classic, like Bond, while still being subtle and handsome to dramatically improve your style. They were even kind enough to give Mantelligence viewers a huge discount code. Check it out in the description below. And note, it will only work for a limited time. Number 7. Books. There are a lot of collections of things that girls don't necessarily want to see. But books are not one of them. Because whether it's sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, or nothing but nonfiction, a guy with books is something that will never go out of style with women. Now, that doesn't mean you should collect books you have no intention of reading. And it doesn't mean you should be that guy who brags about reading either. But what it does mean is to find books that genuinely interest you and start collecting and reading them. Number 6. Dry bag backpack. If there's one thing that can make any guy impressive to any girl, it's being equipped for whatever situation gets thrown at him. And an item that makes that kind of adaptability possible is an extremely durable, low-maintenance backpack that keeps your stuff safe no matter what. Now, there are a few dry bags on the market, but not all of them work as advertised. And we're not going to recommend a specific pack in this video. But if you just look for an all-season waterproof pack from one of the big outdoor companies, you should be in pretty good shape. Number 5. A clean car. So, you've got a car, and that's more than can be said for a lot of guys, right? Maybe, but you're not out of the woods yet, because after a certain point, girls are way more likely to pay attention to the state of your car, especially how clean it is. So if you notice your car smelling a little funky or filling up with burger wrappers, that definitely means that the girls you're driving around are noticing it too. Number 4. Weatherproof jacket. A modern weatherproof jacket is like your own personal armor against the elements. A good one will be easy to move around in, last forever, and keep you totally dry. You might see why an all-weather jacket helps with how women see you. Because if the ability to charge outside without hesitation in any environment isn't cool, we don't know what is. Rain? No problem. Hail? Who cares? Snow? Weatherproof, man. Where dapper jackets definitely have their place in a man's wardrobe, every guy should have a well-fitting jacket that's made for harsh conditions. Number 3. A gym membership. With the huge variety of gyms that are out there these days, there's a training center for just about everyone and everything. Powerlifting, CrossFit, rock climbing, parkour, yoga, ninja training, you name it, there's a gym for it. And not only will any one of them get you into great shape, but it's virtually guaranteed that women are going to like that you're a part of one. Number 2. Magnetic knife strip with good knives. Dinner and a movie, Netflix and chill, or just a low-key night at home for the two of you. There's a good chance that if the girl you like ends up back at your place, you'll be spending some time in the kitchen. And while a good meal can't hurt, another way to use your kitchen to make a statement that women can't ignore is to set up a high-quality magnetic knife strip over your cooking area, complemented by a premium set of knives. Now, for the full value effect, you should probably be able to actually use those knives. But either way, a magnetic knife strip is a pretty awesome feature that can say a lot about the man you are. Number 1. Durable shoes. They say that for anything that goes between you and the ground, it's worth spending some money on. Tires, mattresses, and most importantly, shoes. So why do women like a guy in shoes that endure? Well, she may not know how long you've had your pair of old workhorses, but what she will notice is that your shoes aren't falling apart, which is always going to get you some points. How about you guys? Do you know of any other psychological tricks to be irresistible? Let us know in the comments below. Learning about tricks to be irresistible to women was fun, right? Make sure to put them into practice, and just so you get the full benefits of these tricks, pair them up with body language that will make her chase you. That's the perfect combo. Check out this video to find out how to attract girls without even talking to them.